Hey folks, time for an unboxing video. So we've got the Sky Viper Scout video drone. Stream and record high def 720p. That's the lowest of the high def for those of you that don't speak high def. And let's see, this says free replacement parts for 1 year. This was a Christmas gift and bought at Walmart. Basically, what does this say? Autopilot stage 1. This is probably for a beginner type 12 and up. And let's see, just because you at home do not have this, let's take a second and look at the back. You can pause your TV or your video to see this. So here is your stream and record. Live stream 720p at 15 frames per second. So when you're live streaming to your cell phone, that's going to look pretty choppy, folks. I can tell you that right now. Record high bitrate 720p at 30 frames per second to micro SD card, which is not included, and it's a 100-degree adjustable wide-angle camera lens. So the picture will definitely be better from the recording on your SD card, which you will put in your Scout. From what I understand, this has the ability to change camera angles, not using the controller, but you physically must do it before you fly. So you can look straight out or straight down. Position hold, which should be good for those of us that want to take video from above. Take your hands off the controller, and your drone comes to a complete stop in midair, so that's pretty cool. We'll see how good that is, though, if it will actually sit there stable. Most likely it will not. This thing is probably super light and will be affected by the wind and possibly its own prop wash. So here's some of the other models, probably cheapest to better. Flight Assist, Autopilot Stage 1, and the Scout in the Journey, which too bad this was not purchased for me. Oh well. But built-in GPS, so that's good. Position hold, return to home, and that's a little more high tech. All right, so we're gonna get this open, and I will lay it out, and we'll check it out. All right, folks. So we've taken the drone out and already installed the propellers. So you got two different colors there, green and black, and we'll just do a little flyby. Usually I do these videos in 4K, but I knew this one would take longer to do, so therefore this cell phone I use only lasts up to 5 minutes. If I use my really good camera, it will only record for like 15 minutes, so just to be safe, we only did this in high def. Alright, so there is your camera right there. I've got it facing almost perfectly down, and it will adjust if necessary. This is the spot where the battery goes in, and that's about it. We'll eventually put the battery in so you can see what it looks like. Alright, so here are some of the batteries. We have this one looks, we got two different sizes. Yeah, these are all Sky Viper. Okay, so a 650 milliamp and 850. And here's another one. So this was like the 3 battery set. Uses second battery up to 2 times flight time. Wow. I wonder if I'm supposed to be able to get 2 batteries in there. Interesting. I'll have to check that out. So that is pretty cool, folks. Came with 2 batteries. Here's a little charger USB deal, so you could hook this up to your computer, I guess, if you want to. Let me pause this a second while we go over some more stuff. Alright, so I went ahead and put one of the batteries in, and so you can see some of the lights. There's where it plugs in. Battery goes in there, and you've got a light there that blinks. we have already set up on our LG V20 phone the software. There's a couple different ones. You want the Viper 2.0, and let me go ahead and turn the controller on. So as mentioned, 720p video, and I'm going to put some links down below actual future flights of this thing, and connect to Wi-Fi. So you got to connect to Wi-Fi. Let me take that over to the side here a second. Okay, so since it connected to the drone, it's basically telling your internet's not available. So we're good to go there. And hit the start button. It's connecting. And you shall see on the screen, hopefully, a couple things. There we go. Since the camera's pointing down, you are seeing a green reflection. And now you can see my feet. Alright, so on the screen, battery life, your strength of signal, and this shows you some of the record stuff. So hit the record there. There'll be a link down below to see what it looks like with the with it at 15 frames per second. And I don't know if just so you know, the micro SD card goes in right underneath that red light, and I'd have to take the battery out, but it's right underneath the red light, and that's where that goes. Okay, so pretty simple controller, and let me pause this. It's too hard to put this phone. All right, folks, so this thing gets really top heavy, the controller, so you don't want to just set it down because it's going to fall over, and obviously not a good idea to necessarily record at the same time as you are using the controller. But this is a LG V20 phone that I put in here. I have an LG Stylo 4 that I believe will also fit, which is a 6-inch screen. That's 5.7. So obviously anything smaller than that will fit. And you know, pretty simple to use. I'll just hit the launch button here in a second. Let's finish up what's in the box though. So there was an instruction manual, and if you can read that, this will give you a chance. I'm not going to go over every detail, but 2 flight modes, normal and sport. Probably most of the time you will end up in normal mode. There's your throttle stick, what it does, up, down, rotate left, rotate right. Directional stick, fly forward, fly left, fly right, fly backward. And the launch button and land button, and normal and sport for the flight mode. So pretty easy if you can remember all that stuff. And one-touch stunt buttons on there, barrel roll, left or right, flip and forward directions. You want to be at least 10 feet off the ground. So we'll see how that goes eventually in one of the videos. And just so you can see the back, there's how you put the blades on, simply with a very small Phillips head screwdriver. And they do specifically want you to have the green rotors in the front and the black in the back. The controller itself takes AAA batteries, 3 of those. So you can see you need a screwdriver for that. Somewhere around here is the little red screwdriver. And then the batteries. But that's about it, folks. Not incredibly, what's the word? It's not incredibly technical for this. So let me, just so you can see it, we're going to hit launch, and probably crash because we're doing this one-handed. It should hover, hopefully. Alright, so that's about it, right? you can get a good look at it. And luckily there's no heating or air conditioning on because this thing's probably be going all over the place. Underneath. And there's your monitor. You can see us. And it will sit on the ceiling, folks. Sitting on the ceiling while we're recording. And we can look up while we're doing it. Whoa. And land. Wow. So that, I obviously hit one of the sticks, but I definitely get 3 points for a slam dunk in the sink. Thanks for checking out the video. Please like, please subscribe. Please check out the other links on the Scorpion McKillen channel. Thank you.